Good morning, everybody. Listen, I pray you had a great Thanksgiving. Today, let's cultivate that Thanksgiving. Let's cultivate that thanks, that gratitude in today. Listen, Thanksgiving comes once a year, but it's actually something the Christian should be cultivating and sowing into every day of their life. And let me explain that to you. I prayed this morning that you left your house without or did not forget to set your security alarm. Maybe some of you are thinking, I need to close this video and check my phone. Make sure I set my alarm. But I'm not talking about your physical alarm on your home at house. I'm talking about your spiritual alarm. I'm praying today that you set it. And if you have forgot the code to setting that alarm, let me tell you, it's Praise. Praise. Because let me tell you something. The Bible says that the Christian should be alert, should remain watchful, that our adversary, our enemy, the devil, prowls around seeking to see who he can devour. Let me share a little experience, or let me lay this out for you so you can understand more. As I was walking into work this morning, yes, I said that, work. I know some of you thinking it should be illegal to have to work the day after Thanksgiving, but I'm at work, and what I seen the devil do this morning as I was walking into work alongside another co-worker, a thought entered in my head to say to him, man, this is stupid. We shouldn't have to work today. And instantly the Spirit of God says, do not speak that. Because once your complaining spirit is spoken into the atmosphere, it gets off on him. And then he goes and it gets off on someone else. And the place and the atmosphere that you have to be in today already starts to be an unpleasant one. And what I've learned is as a Christian, I can be a thermostat. And I encourage you today, Christian, to be a thermostat. Well, Bradley, what do you mean about being a thermostat? That's silly. What I mean is greater is he that is in you that is in this world. The Spirit of the living God is in you. The same Spirit that raised Jesus Christ from the dead is living in you. And what I mean about being in an atmosphere is that when I took that thought captive and I did not speak death into that man's life, okay, I chose to walk into work today with gratitude for my job. I chose today to walk in to, no matter what's going on around me, I was going to change the atmosphere that I worked in that day. I was going to bring joy in. I was going to choose to bring laughter in. I was going to choose to make the best of this day, not just for myself, but for those around me to experience that. I chose today to be a thermostat, to walk in and to change the atmosphere so that it would be a joyous one and a pleasant one, not just for me, but for others. Listen to me, you have to be at work today. Unless you want to be around a miserable atmosphere, start complaining. Start speaking death out of your mouth to other people. It is very contagious. But let me tell you something today, because of what's living inside of us, we can choose to deny self and to deny selfishness, and we can choose righteousness, and we can walk in with a glow, we can walk in with joy, we can walk in with laughter, and we can allow that to be released out of us into our atmosphere, and we can choose to be a blessing to other people today so that they can be blessed as a result of the God in us. Let me tell you something today. If you forgot to set your security alarm, the good news for knowing Jesus is you can stop right now. And you can reset that alarm and you can choose to praise your way through this day. Because I'm going to tell you, somebody needs it. Somebody doesn't have something to be grateful for today. Somebody is dying from drug addiction. Somebody has lost their child. Some people are mourning because they don't have their parents over the holidays. There is a lot of hurt and broken people. And the ones who have something to be grateful for, someone who has something to rejoice about, needs to be walking into these places this year mindful, okay, of the Spirit, conscious of the Spirit of God, watchful of the enemy's strategy. And as we are prepared and positioned for this day, we can allow God to demonstrate His love through us so that we can be Jesus to these broken people. We can be loving to these people who are unlovable. And maybe, just maybe, as a result of that surrender and result of that selflessness, God can change somebody else's life through us forever. Man, I pray this blessed you. I pray that if it encouraged you and brought you hope, that you would share it with somebody else, because I would love for them to get the hope that God has given you today. Have a wonderful weekend.